Here's Gregory Polanco as he swings and hits a laser to right. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Whoa, he hit that one a little bit too hard. Line drive single, but the runner at second had to hold up, so he's not going to score, but nice piece of hitting anyway.
Here's Brandon Phillips. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now and gone. Home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Batting ninth,
Nolan
Ryan.
As he hits one on a line to left field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, he's been talking about how good a hitter he is right there. That line drive kind of gives you proof, man. He's swung the bat nice right there.
Gary Larkin.
Into the box now, Barry Larkin. Line drive to center field. And the Braves just have it working as this is going to be good for extra bases. Runner around second now, headed for third. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew McCutchen. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Simmons is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Atlanta leads it 7-0. Here's Ryan Braun now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
And he'll step off and try again. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, that's 2 impressive fastballs. 2 mid-90s fastballs just reaching back saying, I dare you to hit it. Finds himself in a nice 0-2 count now.
Fouled back.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
The 0-2 once more. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
The windup and the 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Oh, he's looking pretty good right now. Look, that was a nice swing, following the changeup. He just couldn't put it in play.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. There's a fastball swung on and hit foul off to the right for the first strike. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike 2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Curveball locks him up. Strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More spring training baseball from Florida following this. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Ken Griffey Jr. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
Ken Griffey Jr.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 2nd of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game: if this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Chris Russin enters from the pen in just the 2nd inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
The 3rd baseman, number 10.
Into the box, Chipper Jones. As he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
In now, Fred McGriff as he rips it on the ground to second. And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 28, Buster.
Here's Buster Posey now. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Make it 9-0. And he is in there.
The left fielder, number 25, Gregory Polanco.
Stepping in now, Gregory Polanco. Liner towards second, and that's in there. Base hit. Posey rounds third and is digging for the plate. The runner scores from second.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Into the box now, Brandon Phillips. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Polanco rounds the corner and is headed home. In to score, the runner from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, I love it when guys are aggressive with the runner in scoring position. First pitch, he jumps all over to drive in the run.
Into the box, Nolan Ryan. Now a bunt attempt here. Boggs right there. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
In now, Barry Larkin. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Braun going back on it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Braves lead it 11-0. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and lifted down the left field line. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting 8th, catcher Kurt Suzuki.
So 1 away in the Toronto third. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 1. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Now another 1-2. And another foul ball.
Well, clearly that changed up the pitch before didn't fool him, because that fastball right there, he was right on it. He just couldn't put it in play.
Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit. That was the 4th foul ball in this at bat. He is really making him work.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Ready now, Chris Russin. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
That's a great pitch right there. A fastball low and away right on the knees on the corner. That's why you get a late swing right there. Really impressive.
And here's Polanco to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail in this one 11-0.
Your
Marco
attention, please.
Vasquez gets the
Now
call to
pitching for
pitch here, and he'll
Toronto,
try to sort this
number
mess out.
32,
He's going to try to at least
Marco
eat a couple of innings for his
Vasquez.
guys. Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
Leading
Comes
off with
in
a
1
break.
for 2 with that home
Right
run he hit
fielder,
earlier.
Andrew McCutchen.
Line towards center field. Finley patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Jumped
But center
all
fielder
over that
number
first pitch of
24,
the inning, and he didn't
Ken
miss it.
Griffey
Just wasn't
Jr.
able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Stepping in now, Ken Griffey Jr. Hit sharply on the ground, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, they picked something up. They're just ambushing him. First pitch swinging,
third baseman,
aggressive,
number 10,
and they're scoring runs. It's paying off for him.
Jones.
Standing in now, Chipper Jones. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run shot off the bat of Chipper Jones as they just continue to pour it on here.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Now batting, first baseman.
Into the box, Fred McGriff.
McGriff.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, Matty jumped on that first pitch after the home run. It's a line drive for a base hit.
Now
I was
batting,
always a little
the catcher,
reluctant to get in the
number
box after you
28,
get a home run, thinking he might dust me right here.
Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
He went up there with a plan, executed it perfectly. He wanted a fastball
left fielder,
inside, and he
number
pulled it to
25,
left. Great hit.
Gregory Polanco.
Here's Gregory Polanco. Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here. Here's Brandon
second
Phillips.
baseman, number 4,
Already a home run and a
Brandon
double for him in this one. From the stretch. Oh, here's a drive into the gap in right center as he comes through with extra bases. 1 run scores. Posey scored. And a relay home. The tag, and he is out at the plate as 2-run score, but not the third.
Well, if he wants to hit for the cycle and get in the history books, he's got the hardest 3 parts of it out of the way. Normally, this is the toughest leg to get, but he stands at third and now only needs a single to make some history.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Man, he turned on that fastball right there, ripped the line drive, and scored the run easy.
Number 11, shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Into the box now, Barry Larkin. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Bird is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. 3 innings complete. Braves lead this one 16-0. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard down the line. And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, sometimes you make the perfect pitch and you still give up a base hit. That ball's down, and he just scooped it out and drove it through the infield.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a pickoff play at second. Runners back. Skied into straightaway right. McCutchen is under. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. Throw won't get him.
Center fielder number 12, Steve Finley.
Ready for another chance. Steve Finley comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Nope. And that one stayed too low apparently. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Now that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup's in his head the rest of the at bat.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Again a 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. There to play it is Phillips. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Now the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Braves on top, 16-1. Rob Scahill gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Striding in once again, Andrew McCutchen. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Swing and a ball line hard towards short, but right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder Ken Griffey Jr.
Digging in to try it again, Ken Griffey Jr. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his third home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Third home run of the day. You know, guys love hitting in the day. Day games, daylight. You get to see that natural lighting. Well, he's put a natural swing on 3 balls today and got 3 homers. Really impressive.
The third baseman, number 10.
In now, Chipper Jones. A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. So a solo home run right there from Chipper Jones. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Fred McGriff. As he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Buster Posey. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. First offering on its way. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw gets him 2 down.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Digging in and looking for more, Gregory Polanco. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, it's only spring training, but this is the kind of swing that makes you anxious for the season to start. Track the ball all the way and just exploded on it for a homer. He looks ready.
The second
Into the
baseman,
box,
number 4.
Brandon Phillips. Lifted in the air to right field. Bird has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Braves lead it 20-1. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Greg Bird.
Into the windup and the pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
What a difficult combination. 96-mile-an-hour fastball, then he comes back with the curveball. So difficult to not sit on that 96 and be able to react to that curveball. It's a tough combination.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
The windup and the 0-1. Slow roller back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game, and that's why he's having such great success.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. McCutchen is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, and they remain well behind. David Phelps gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready for another shot now. Nolan Ryan. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. Hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. And on one pitch, the leadoff man is retired here in the fifth.
Barry Larkin.
Ready once again, Barry Larkin. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First pitch on its way. This is lined into left field, a base hit.
Back-to-back line drives. Now, the first guy was out, but, man, they're swinging the bat pretty good. These 2 guys saw him pretty good. Let's see what happens now.
McCutchen.
And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Here's Andrew McCutchen now as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, that's a tough one right there. If that ball's at somebody, probably a double play. As a result, it's one of those seeing eye singles. Just found the hole.
Ken Griffey Jr. will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field and deep. Back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. Ken Griffey Jr. with the 3-run home run. His 4th in the ball game as the blowout continues.
Four home runs in a game. Now, there's some guys that have done it, and it is an impressive feat. But I remember Josh Hamilton's 4 home runs in Baltimore one night. That was incredible. Well, this pitch right there, 4 home runs in one game, something he'd never forget.
Into the box now, Chipper Jones. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Well, the ball's been flying all over the place this game, but most of the fireworks have come from him. That's his 3rd long ball. What a game.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Fred McGriff as he rips it on the ground to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Stepping in, Buster Posey. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Finley is after it. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 5 innings complete. Atlanta leads it 24-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kurt Suzuki. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Bounce to first. Fielded by McGriff, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Deoner Navarro will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 30, Deoner Navarro.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1. Sent on the ground out. The second. And this is past the diving Phillips, a base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning.
Third baseman.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he's back easily. He's set, and the pitch, and a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1. 1. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch lofted in the air out toward right center. McCutchen is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. 2 out with the man at first. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Blue Jays held in check, and as you can see, they are way behind. Daniel Calhoun gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's Gregory Polanco. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Left fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
Digging in to try it again, Brandon Phillips. And if you've been following along, you know he needs only the single to complete a cycle. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Braun racing back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The pitcher, Nolan Ryan.
Striding in once again, Nolan Ryan getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. He's set. Here it comes. Now a liner caught out there by Simmons. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Ready?
Leading off for the Blue Jays, center fielder number 12, Steve Finley.
Dylan Betances enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work. Swing and a miss on a ball inside. 0-1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
In there, strike two.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Ready with the 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Posey has a play. One down.
The left fielder number 8, Ryan Braun.
Digging in once again, Ryan Braun. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Way out in front.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Here it comes, 0-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No hits to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Looking at the first pitch for a strike, then takes a swing, and now you find yourself down 0-2. He's just got a battle. Spread out, get ready to swing at anything.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, and they remain well behind. Robert Hutton enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Robert Hutton.
Standing in, Barry Larkin. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Barry Larkin.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's an inning-opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Well, they put up a lot of runs the whole game, and the game plan to me is simple. They've been aggressive. They've hit the first pitch like he does right here and gets the base hit, and they've done it throughout the whole game. It's been very successful with their game plan.
Stepping in now, Andrew McCutchen. Line drive to center field. Finley has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr. will stand in yet again, and he's looking for history now. We take you back to his last home run. This was his 4th of the ball game, and it needn't be said that 5 in a game has never been done before. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the 2nd out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 10, Chipper Jones.
Digging in and looking for more, Chipper Jones. He, of course, has launched 3 balls over the fence in this one and possibly looking for number 4 here. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. He's on the move again from first. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Hard hit towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day.
McGriff.
In now, Fred McGriff. Line towards center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. They'll try to score that runner from first. He's around third. And he will beat the tag by Suzuki, safe at home plate.
Great execution. You hit it where it's thrown, right? That ball's thrown right up the middle. He hit it right back up the middle. A lot of hits in the middle.
Here's Buster Posey now. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A 2-run shot for Buster Posey as this lead got even wider.
Well, some lessons have to be learned the hard way, like right here. The youngster serves up a 4-seamer, but it's straight as a rope. The hitter's eyes get as big as saucers, and he crushes it out of here. I doubt he'll serve up another 4-seamer in that location.
The left fielder, number 25.
Into the box, Gregory Polanco. Finley is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they score 4 times on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. The Braves on top, 28-1. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Hanley Ramirez.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. He'll try again. 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2 pitch. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7.
Simmons.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Previous history against Dellin Betances. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 1 out, nobody on. And he chased up and out of his zone, a swing and a miss.
Well, that's a good swing, but he just threw it right by him. You know, when you're facing the guy throwing that hard, you almost have to start your swing the minute that arm gets in the slot ready to deliver it. He's throwing that hard.
Ready on 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I got the count. 1-2.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Got him with the slurve there. 2 gone.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. Sammy Solis comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Solis.
Ready for another shot now, Brandon Phillips. And if you've been following along, you know he needs only the single to complete a cycle.
Brandon Phillips.
Softly hit out to short. A quick out number 1.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
At the plate, Dellin Betances. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Ready for another chance? Barry Larkin. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Finley giving chase. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Braves, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead.
Your attention, please.
Maxwell is going to
hitting
pinch
for
hit here to
Toronto.
lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Well, this is kind of the life of a pinch hitter. You maybe get 1 at bat a game, and it usually comes against a relief pitcher that's absolutely throwing bullets at you.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Pitch on the way. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, third baseman.
A reminder not to touch that remote after we're through, as you'll see full highlights of the ball game this afternoon exclusively right here on the show. So striding forward now, Wade Boggs. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Ready with the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Chipper is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
Batter number 3, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Now in the box, Ian Kinsler. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Picked up by Larkin. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
(28-1) the final today. Aaron Nolan was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com.
3 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.